2 daughters and 1 by marriage. Madam Speaker, we must ensure that the dignity of our children, and specifically the girl child, is maintained and preserved. Madam Speaker, in as much that we are feeling, we have some people who have no feelings at all, ending ministries. The name of Cabinet Secretary, the name of permanent have done.
Honorable Nyamai, what is out of order?
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for giving me a chance. I am raising on a point of order, and I would like to find out whether it is in order for the member for Buri to say that he is a father to his wife, to his daughters, and to his wife. Madam Speaker, is it in order?
Honorable member, I think the member of Buri already clarified and said he has 3 women, including the daughters and the wife, in the house. So allow him to complete.
Madam, she was asleep. She was dreaming about what is going to happen in Kitui Central because the girls are going to revolt against her. So what I'm saying, Madam Speaker,
do not cast aspersions, honorable member for Buri, and it is Kitui South.
Oh, Kitui House, I correct. Apologies.
Honorable member for Buri.
I withdraw. She wasn't asleep.
Finish your statement.
Madam
Wind
Speaker,
up your statement.
Madam Speaker, I'm talking on behalf of girls.
He has already withdrawn, honorable member. He has withdrawn. So let it go.
You see, she was not listening again. That's another problem that I have. Madam Speaker,
please continue.
Madam Speaker, we have to guarantee the dignity of our women and the dignity of our daughters. As a father, I have a moral responsibility to ensure that the monies that are set aside, or rather were promised by the ministry, is delivered. So with all due respect, fellow members, this is not an issue of women, it is an issue of a sector of our society that is being downgraded by insensitive administration under the ministry.
Honorable Chikati.
Thank you. On my female members of parliament, around 6 of them, and they want my voice on this. And around 1 million girls miss school every month in Kenya because of lack of sanitary towels. That is a very big number that at different intervals, they do not attend school because of lack of sanitary pads. 2, in my constituency in Tongaren, I have around 170 schools. 90% of those has girls. Madam Speaker, we are moving into the exam period, right from the end of this month to the end of the year. And many girls are going to lose exams because of menstrual hygiene. And therefore, I'm supporting this motion fully, that we need to do, the money which was appropriated need to be dispersed through members of parliament to distribute this standard, female members of parliament, to distribute this money directly to the concerned targets. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Sabina.
And I'm speaking as the MP of Yesu Tongaren, who cares a lot for the girls, Madam Speaker.
Honorable member for Murang'a, not from Murang'a, nominated member.
The party leader. Thank you. Madam Speaker, I want to remind this House that in the 12th Parliament, we moved the issue of sanitary pads. Actually, it was 11th, from Ministry of Education to the Ministry of Gender, so that the female county MPs who are in this House can be able to distribute these sanitary towels to the schools. And advised as Madam Speaker then was because from the Ministry of Health of Education, we couldn't really trace where the sanitary pads were going. So I hope Madam Speaker, as the leader of majority, summons the CSs here, that not only do we need these sanitary pads to be purchased, but also the county women MPs to be given the response so that all the girls can benefit. We are able to trace and see which constituencies are not benefiting. Madam Speaker, we cannot afford our girls to get pregnant, teenage pregnancy, some of them to fail school because of sanitary towels. Madam Speaker, if they cannot be able to afford, then why should we, and I know somebody mentioned, have condoms in the toilets? Why should we? Ooh. It's not the man, and I again want to clarify, this is in every public place you'll find condoms. It's not in parliament. It's not in parliament.
Sabina, do not respond to Honorable Junet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. And I want to confirm, it's not only men who use condoms, even women use condoms.
Exactly. So anyway, Madam Speaker, what we are saying, this issue of sanitary towels should be taken with the seriousness that it deserves, and our girls should be given sanitary towels today and not tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable members. I will give the chair of education to say something, then I will give Kewopa chair and we will close this matter.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I just want to support the women members of Parliament who've just spoken. And I want to say that the issue of sanitary pads is an issue affecting every family, every child, every home, and is a right for every young girl in this republic. Madam Speaker, as Honorable Member Sabina Cheka has just put it, we agreed in the 11th Parliament that the sanitary pads be distributed and be taken to the Ministry of Gender and be given the county members of Parliament. Last week, or about 2 weeks ago, the CS Education was in this house. And he actually said the same, that the CS Gender is responsible for this. I think that the two need actually to come here. CS Gender is a former women member of Parliament. And she's supposed to come here and tell us where are the sanitary pads, what are they doing, and why are they delaying with it. In fact, we voted about 940 million for this, and therefore, this thing needs to be taken very seriously. We support you. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Kewapa chairperson, Honorable Lea Sankaire.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I take this opportunity to also add my voice to the same. I think the issue of sanitary towels is a national issue that we all need to see how we are going to work on it so that the sanitary towels can get to our girls. Madam Speaker, it's unfortunate that this is the third time or so that we are raising this matter in Parliament. We have been raising it outside Parliament. We have gone to the corridors of the CSs and the PS, but with no fruitful results. Madam Speaker, we have decided to bring this matter today before the House because for us it's not just a girls' issue, it's a national issue. The issue of sanitary towels does not only affect the girls, but affects our families wholesomely. A girl missing school for 3 or 4 days every month simply because they cannot afford sanitary towels is not a small issue. It's a national issue that we need to discuss as members of Parliament. Madam Speaker, when we passed the budget in this House, we appropriated 940 million towards the purchase of sanitary towels for our girls, and it's unfortunate that about 4 months down the line, the sanitary towels are not yet with us. Every single day, women reps goes back home. We get calls from the village, we get calls from the head teachers, we get calls right, left, and center, telling us of the number of girls that are staying at home because they cannot afford the sanitary towels, and we have no answer because someone responsible on that is not doing their job. Madam Speaker, we are simply asking, can the 440 million be channeled to the women representative so that 940 million be channeled to the women representative so that they can procure these sanitary towels? They are conversant with their counties.
Thank you. Debate on this issue. The chair of Health Committee, the chair of Education Committee, and the majority leader will give a commitment on when and how we resolve this issue. Majority leader, give a way forward on that issue.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And I hear the Honorable Irene Mayaka saying I'm a father to girls, which is indeed true. I'm a father to 4 very beautiful girls. And 2 of them are teenagers. So I want to believe they're in need of sanitary towels. But since their father is able to provide for them, there are millions of other Kenyan girls whose fathers and mothers cannot afford to provide sanitary towels for them. And we cannot overstate the need to get sanitary towels to our young ladies in schools. And if possible, even to mothers in markets who cannot afford. Honorable Speaker, you know, many people in government take it that the political class ask for these things for the sake. But the political class, including our very gracious women reps, ask for these things because they're in touch with the people and they know the problems that the people are living with. And as you have directed, Honorable Speaker, you know, this function has been assessed, so as Honorable Sabina Chege has said, and she has been the chair of education. She chaired the health committee in the last parliament also. And now I know we have the social protection committee in our standing orders, but there has been a seesaw between the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Gender and Public Service. And Honorable Speaker, at one point this function was in the Ministry of Gender, then moved to Education. Now I'm told it is back to Gender, and it's uncertain. As I speak, I cannot speak with certainty where the funds currently reside. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, I will commit to get a statement, a joint statement by the Cabinet Secretary for Education and the Cabinet Secretary for Gender. First, to tell us if because we appropriated money. For all I can remember, in the last financial year, we appropriated money for sanitary towels. In this financial year, we have also appropriated money for sanitary towels. So we must know from the last financial year, what did that money do if it is indeed true that there are no sanitary towels in our schools? In this financial year, have they procured? Have they delivered? And what are they doing to make sure that that last mile delivery to the girls happens and in due course? So I will commit, Honorable Speaker, hopefully by Tuesday next week to give a statement to the House. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
It is well directed. Note from my direction is not Committee of Health. It is actually the 2 ministries, Gender and Education. Thank you, Majority Leader. Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Chairperson, Committee on Diaspora Affairs and Migrant Workers.
Honorable Speaker.